Okay, 3, 4, 5. So hopefully the notifications just dropped. And hello, everybody. Having so much fun chatting with everybody already in chat. And it's been so warm. I actually have my window cracked open and I can hear the cars going by on the road and you can hear that the rain. I love that sound. I love it. Oh my goodness. If only all of y'all were nearby, we could go to a cafe and have some of that Bailey's in a coffee and write some poetry, Karen. I would love nothing more. That is wonderful. We got to do our poetry. We got to figure, even if it's just once a month right now, while I juggle my 20 hours here in StreamYard, we'll figure something out. Um, I love to write moody poetry, watching the rain with Bailey's and coffee in hand. Ooh, I've got a mocha and coffee in hand. And they say those creamers have about 15 chemicals in it. I just try not to remind myself that when I take my sips and it tastes so good. So quick sip. And we get started. Hello, everybody coming in. I have 9 already. Oh, I just needed to pop on. I had like an hour, couple hours, or maybe like an hour or so, a couple hours left, and my hours get renewed tomorrow. So I wanted to hop on and I was just tired of watching TV. I need to take a break from painting. I need to take a break from going through my things. Nancy, oh my goodness. I was scrolling back up to start saying hello to everybody. Nancy, my dear, it's been a while. It's good to see you, sweetheart. How have you been? And Moira is here, and Dina. I feel like I should have my little mirror. I feel like I'm on Romper Room. When you look in, if you remember, I see Dina, I see Ange, I see Karen. Um, I used to always wait to hear my name called. I don't know about y'all that grew up in that oh, what do you call that? That childhood, that era, with the romper room and the bee. I just can't remember the bee's name. So it won't let me go back and show the rest of the early conversation. But hello, everybody, for being here. We're all talking about having a nice little safe space to go and to hang out. I just wish I could play music, but that would get me in trouble with YouTube. So, and we're happy that you're here, Elizabeth. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy y'all are here. We're all happy to be here together. And Miss Nancy, hello, my dear. I had like they told me I have like an hour and a half, something like that left, and so I figured I would pop on. And Nancy did a great job with the Divine Feminine yesterday, running the show. You were a pro, Nancy. You're getting there, my dear. Um, and let's see, Jen is here. Hello, Jen. And everybody, I just learned something new. So if Sandy pops in, Sandy is actually not a she, but Sandy is a he. So I don't know why Sandy hasn't corrected us all this time. But so when we see Sandy, if you pop on or if you're already in chat and I don't see you yet, welcome. Thank you for being here. And there's Hey Girl, hey. There she is. Yep, the deer and the Christmas trees. Oh my goodness. I miss decorating for the holidays, but we got to pull out the decorations and just picking out a few here and there. Mr. Doobie. Wait a minute, that was his name, Doobie. Oh boy, well us kids didn't. Oh my. So Nancy, I'm going through some things. Nancy, remind me because we read for a lot of people. I think you were working on getting you and your husband were working on getting sole custody, I think, of your grandson. Was that you, sweetheart? I remember it's been a while since I read for you on that. I think it was like during the summer, or late spring, early summer. Let me know if I remember correctly. So everyone is saying no, that wasn't. Oh, okay. So that might have been somebody else. Okay. I do remember somebody that was, working to get custody of their grandson. And Let's see. Yeah, Sandy's a guy. You knew that? And I did it this whole time. I thought Sandy was a she. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know, right? So, well, now we know. So thanks everybody for being here. No, I'm not married. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So strike all that. We read for so many people, and I try to remember, but usually when we do readings, I know for myself, like other readers say, once we do a reading and the energy's there and we give the message, if someone were to come back and say, "Do you remember doing a reading for me?" A lot of times, unless it's somebody I know really well, like another fellow reader, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I remember pulling cards for you on that." Otherwise, it's like, nah. Um, yeah. Exactly. Oh, shit. So, well, I hope everybody is having a nice day today. He's very laid back and chill. Cool. Cool beans. So, yeah, we've been having some warm weather and a lot of rain. And so it's just nice to be chilling out and hanging with my peeps tonight and pulling some cards and sharing some cards. And I was shuffling my close to home deck, Karen, when you said something, and as you said something in chat, I can't go back up that far. Um, a card flew out, and I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I'm supposed to give this to Karen because you were commenting on something, and while I was shuffling, and the card flew out, and I got what looks like to be a hawk. And on the back of this, Karen, it says, "In a place close to home, there was a messenger. Listen to your dreams." And I remember you've been talking about in the past your dreams, I think, especially with your grandpa. So it says there, "Listen to your dreams, my dear." So I think that was supposed to be a message. So let's see. Ooh. Wait a minute. Let me back up here. Dina is closing on her new condo on Thursday. Yay! That's awesome, Dina. And I think, Dina, you said you're going to be closer to your parents, I believe. I don't know if I remember that correctly. Yeah, we've got new people moving in, and I'm like, people, you do see that, the doors are all busted and the windows are busted, and but people still moving in. So we got some new neighbors that moved in today. Let's see, Moira. The energy was extremely off for me today. Anyone else? Moira, this that started happening for me last night. It's interesting that you say that. And then because with everything going here, I can be kind of a little short fused and a little snappish, and I had to tell Shan sorry, and then sometimes we just kind of but the last 2 days, especially today too. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. We are in Mercury retrograde, so I don't know if that has anything to do. I mean, it does have to do with communication, but energy wise, yeah. Um, and at the last minute, I thought maybe I don't want to do a show tonight, but then it was like, just do it. It'll probably make you feel better. It'll get you kind of out of that rut. Um, so thank you everybody for all the hellos. Yes, Nancy, boy, you've been there since almost day one when I've had my channel. It's been 3 years to celebrate my 3-year channel anniversary. And Dina says, I've been manifesting just in odd and small ways, but still grateful. Same here, girl. I got the money for my tires. I have new tires. I even had enough money for an alignment to be done and for my winterization on my car. Plus, I am going to have a little bit left over for because I'm going to need new brakes in the back of my car. Not both, thank goodness, not front and back. Um, but universe came through. I have enough for the back, so I will wait till we're just about ready to leave, and then I'll have new brakes, and then oh, and Allison, you'll like to know this too. So for people, a little update on the relocation move. So I'm picking the brains of the guys, in the repair shop. And first of all, this is how honest my car dealership is. At least, the guys in the mechanic section. Um, this is guy's named Brian. He's been there for a while. He's an older gentleman. And I told him about, going cross country, this and that. relocating. And I said, I really have, I'm almost paid off on my escape. I said, but Brian, I go, I really love these new Broncos I see coming in. My daddy was a Bronco man, and I love Broncos. And I've seen some of these really nice ones, the sport ones that's got a little bit extra more room than my Ford Escape does. And I told him I've been really tempted, even though I'm just about she's paid off, but to look into another vehicle. And he says, "You're going to Oregon, though, Oregon, Washington, close." And I said, "Yeah, I go Oregon." And he says, "Well," he goes, "I would wait till you get there and then do a trade in because they don't use the salts and stuff out there for the cars. And so there's going to be less damage. There's going to be less this and that with the vehicles out there." He says, "My best bet is," he said, this car will get you, there. You've got, your new tires, you'll be getting your new brakes and everything." He said, "I would just wait till you get there and then switch out, you know, once you get adjusted to the mountains and everything and stuff there." So that is how wonderful and how honest um, they are there. So, oh my goodness, Elizabeth's like, yes, 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 yes. I'll have what she's having. Um, but yeah, we're at rainy days. We're just a little tired. Yeah, but I love rainy days. Just today was not a good day for me at all. Oh, I'm sorry, Nancy. Well, hopefully we'll be able to cheer you up. And so, wait a minute, Heather. Guess what? I wanna. Oh my God, Ange, that's awesome. The other one is Once Upon a Time. Oh, that's the other little tiny one I think Nancy has. I've seen those cards. Those are so pretty. You won them. Congratulations, girl. Oh my God, I love that. And so they did check my vehicle for me because Alice and I have been talking about maybe, trying to, get me to feel more confident about using a U-Haul. However, my Ford Escape is not a four-wheel drive. So a U-Haul, thing in the back wouldn't be good for my car. It would probably damage my transmission. And so, and this is synchronicity with the universe. There was a guy that was in there waiting to talk to somebody. He works there, and I was talking about, being able to bring more stuff with me. And he goes, "Well," he goes, I used to work for this guy in Lockport." And he says, "And they do storage containers for the top of your car." And he goes, "Let me give you my name. I'll give you their two names, number, and tell them I told you to give them a call. They'll help you out." He says, you can get a thing attached to your car." He goes, "And you'll be able to take so much more stuff with you." He goes, "It might be around $40 or something." He goes, "Don't quote me on it." But he goes, here's their names, here's their number, and tell them I sent you." So things are falling into place. Let's see. Elizabeth said, "The wildest thing is that my higher self was in charge and I was incredibly self aware of what was happening, and I managed to get through the day. But afterwards, I was completely drained." Oh, Elizabeth, yeah, I know my Venus is in retrograde. Everything feels sometimes like it's in retrograde. And I know Once Upon a Time is beautiful. It's like a snowy holiday deck. It's really, really pretty. And let's see, Allison says, "Anthony and I were on our way to dinner Saturday night. The restaurant sits on a lake. A bald eagle flew over us and stayed with us for a distance." Ooh, girl, so magical. I bet. Oh, and the eagles. Okay. All righty. Animal speak. Let's look up the eagle. Let's learn a little bit about the eagle. So, lots of eagles, all different types. So, did you say it was a bald eagle? Here we go. And for people who may not know, the picture's not super quality, but a bald eagle that Allison and Anthony saw. How amazing is that? Eagles are about illumination of spirit, healing, and creation. Girl, they will teach a balance of being of the earth, but not in it. Ooh. Connected with ancient Aztec tradition, the chief god told the people to settle at a place where they find an eagle perched on a cactus eating a snake. Well, I hope that was a good meal. Good for the eagle. this place would become Mexico City. Wow. The eagle was sacred to Zeus. Um, the Egyptian hieroglyphics, the eagle is a symbol for the vowel A and also a symbol for the soul, the spirit, and the warmth of life. So, had to put that in there. Girl, no Bronco. Yeah, I know. I can't right now. No. But it was nice that they were honest enough and told me, instead of them getting the business and saying, oh, yeah, yeah, you should do this, he was very upfront and honest with me. Um, yeah. So he said that it would be better for me to wait. They are very pretty, but oh, really? Okay. And that's right. Anthony's a mechanic. I don't know, they become very popular, especially in this area, and I've been seeing a lot of people having them. So, um, I don't know, maybe that's, I don't know, but thanks for letting me know, Allison. Um, yeah, mine isn't, not this one. Hello, Jenny. Welcome, welcome. Yep, every day and every way my life keeps getting better and better. That's what Rain and Jackie Crystal Moon taught me, and I share that with everybody. And I haven't been able to manifest, the neighbor to be gone or them to, have the ability to, but you know what? Everything else is falling into place. I'm happy with that. It's like I'm ready to go now. Broncos and Jeeps. I would not recommend. Really? See, now those are my two favorites. I love the Broncos and I love the Jeeps. Jeep is junk now. Oh, girls, you're breaking my heart. Um, so yeah, that's a little bit about connection with the, oh my gosh, this goes on for a while now with the Eagles, but very cool. Yeah, I like the Eagles too. Hotel California, one of the best guitar solos ever. Bump bump bump. I had to put something in there with music. Mine was a 1988 model, so I imagine things have changed. Oh wow. Yeah, because we've seen recently Jeep's got a really cool truck out now. And I've seen a couple in town and they look really nice. It's like you could fit a lot of like totes and boxes in the back. Plus they had a back seat which would be perfect for the kitty cats. Um Amazing. The tanks. Well, New Orleans, nope. Oh, oh man. Last time I looked into getting a Bronco, this was like, and I had to have something done on my car back in early summer, and they had a beautiful one in the showroom. I mean, this thing was had the 9 yards, everything in it. Um, and the guy told me, well, he goes, it would probably be about $700 a month for you, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. Oh, see, I love how they look. And I saw a beautiful, like indigo color one pulling ahead of me at the dealership yesterday. So, but no, everything's moving into place. And they also recommended on Amazon, you can buy this mountable, it's like a GPS tablet thing. It can go on your windshield or on your console. And it gives you two versions of looking at a map as you're driving, so you have to look down on your phone or on a small thing, or they have the one where you can actually have the road view, and they'll give you a heads up of when you're supposed to get into what lane at what time for what exit. So yep. Jeep Willys, the engine seals leaks, huge issue. Okay, that's probably why my sister's is sitting in her yard right now, because that's all busted up, so that stopped working. So, but anyway, good to know. That's right, Allison. Whenever I want to get a new vehicle, I'll have to reach out and have you ask Anthony for me. Let's see. My Nissan Maxima is 12 years old now. Been pretty amazing. I have a 2015 Ford Escape. The the um the Bluetooth is all screwy with my USB cables and stuff. But other than that, I call her Millennia Falcon. I call her Millie for short. And I've had her for like 6 years now. I'm down to 3,000 on her. So she's almost completely paid for. So I'm very, very happy about that. So before I open up the floor, if anybody would like a reading or any cards pulled, I want to share a few more of my cards that I've been working on. This one is almost completed, just got a little bit more to do. So I wanted to share that with everybody. I can't tell if this is the top or the bottom, but again, it's how you look at it. You can look at it all different ways. So I'm working on this. First thing when I get up in the morning while he's still sleeping, I make the pot of coffee. I put my calm music on and I sit in here and I paint for a couple of hours. Can I give a cat update? Oh, please. Is your kitty cat okay? What's going on? Miss Miracle is in that card. Miss Miracle. In this one, Elizabeth, you see a kitty cat? So now I was showing my cards to my counselor, Kathy, today, and she saw something, and I'm like, and I'm looking at this and going, girl, what? And she's like, that's what I see. So it's just amazing. So where's the kitty cat? Is here? So I'm looking at this. I see something that looks like a mouse to me, or maybe like a little rat, but I don't see a kitty cat. Very cool. All right, so that one's still in the works. This one here is pretty much finished. I finished that today. So I have that one. And I also have an update too on my cards because after my birthday party on Friday, I thank you again, everybody who celebrated with me. Allison, Karen, Ange, Tom, Bobby, Gerald. I think there was somebody else that popped in. My brain's completely foreign right now, but people popping in the chat. Thank you so much. After the show, Ange and Tom and I were talking for a while, and they gave me actually an idea that's pretty cool too. You see a cat too? Okay, yes, I see the black cat. Is it when it's holding it up this way or is it holding it up this way? I don't see it. Well, if somebody could take a screenshot. So Moira, I have white and I have black. So those are the black ones. But I do like the surface of the white ones though. They're more slick, which gives me a much more, like with this one here, gives me much more of a watercolory, very fluid texture to it. So I started this one today. This is one of my favorites. I saw it the other way. Okay, so this way. Oh, you mean right here? Is this the kitty cat? It's got a kind of a long tail, but is this the kitty cat? We now have a total of 3 litter boxes so that these 2 yahoos can fight over 1 box. Oh my goodness, no more accents, but now they are only using 1 box. Oh, Elizabeth, cats will be cats. Oh, I see it. Yellow mouth, white eyes. So is this? The other way around. Okay. Girls, I do not see the kitty cat. Wow. But that's what is great about these cards is that people will see different things. And yes, Allison, the floral, I have a little bit more I want to do with this one to fill up some of the white space. But yeah, I really like painting on the white ones. I like how the black ones, where they pop, but the surface isn't slick. I'm trying to find, it may be out in the card that I was going to donate, but I have a like a gloss medium that I want to try, seeing if I can put like a thin layer over the black to make it more of a slipperier, because the ones on Amazon, these black tarot blank tarot cards, They only come like this. Thank you, Jenny. Just looks like my miracle carrying on. You're going to have to, Elizabeth, can you take a screenshot, honey, and then like do that little circle thing on it and then send it to me so I can see it? Because I keep seeing something that looks like a mouse or a rat right there. I don't see. Or is this supposed to be the mouth and the two eyes there and that's the tail? Hmm. Well, I'll set that one aside. And this one here is almost just about finished. And there's that one. So we were talking backstage Friday night, and instead of worrying about how I am going to how I'm going to do hand painted 36 cards for everybody and not have to charge a fortune for them, Tom and then Ange was like, yes, suggested, what about doing like altar cards? Like you have just a few, like maybe 10, 15. You shuffle a little bit and you put one on, or you choose one to put like on an altar or a sacred space or something where you can look at it, like you do those message cards. And then during the day, um, either you keep it there for a day to kind of look at it and get your messages or to contemplate on it, or you can keep it for a whole week. So yeah, altar, yeah. But I was thinking, how about, because everybody knows my last channel name was Soul Alchemy, and I'm thinking, well, what about Soul Alchemy altar cards? Or I think that's kind of cool. Or so I'm playing there, I'm getting closer to the names and everything. So and everybody I think has seen this one. So there's that one. Um, so let me look through, because I've got quite the, and then I have some of the other ones. Let me see. Is anyone else in here that I haven't shown? Nope. Everybody has seen these so far that's been watching. And I am working on this one. This one is almost finished. I sent it out and was like, wait, that's not right. Yeah. So I'm thinking about, soul alchemy, you know, or indigo alchemy, something like that. Try to keep it simple. And let me see. I think there may be, because I got a couple more. Um, I get really excited and I start and I have to go back and finish. So I have another one here that I started. Um, And this one here, I absolutely love, because I didn't do that. Like, of course, again, I don't do anything intentionally. I can see, like, here's the curly hair, there's the eye, the nose, the lips, and it looks like a woman looking into a mirror. I absolutely love that. And there's kind of like another face there. So I started playing around with this one again today with the colors, and almost kind of looks like a hand. So yeah, that is what I am doing all. And on some of the smaller ones, the smaller size ones, I got a beautiful bottle of gouache, or tube of gouache. It's sepia. I love sepia. I feel so much better. Oh, you're welcome, Elizabeth. Thank you for your kind words. So I have some green ones started, some earthy ones. Um, I think this one here is almost finished. And what I love about this one here is I feel Thoth has come through. They're like, there's the head, here's his headpiece, there's the long beak. So I feel like, Toth or Thoth has come through in this one here. I also saw a figure right there. There's like the legs, there's like the little bikini, or like the old 50s bathing suits. Um, the arms, yes, aren't quite there, but there's like a hint of a head right there. So yeah, I'm seeing different things, and here is almost kind of reminds me of a rhinoceros. So the Living Altar Oracle by Anna That's right. I have to go look at that too. Thank you for reminding me of that. It almost looked like a hand was holding a memory of a bicycle. This one here, a bicycle. Oh, because of the wheel. Oh, interesting. Karen, this is what I love. I like how people see other things. Because sometimes when I'm painting, I'm like, what are people going to see in this? And then it's like, Heather, get out of your head. You know, people who are meant to see or what they're going to see. Get your ego out of it. So, but yes, that is what I am currently gotten so far. So yeah, it's my enjoyment. I love doing them. And so let's see, Heather, looks like you're wearing one of your paints with me. Yeah, we're doing laundry tomorrow, so I had to dig into my closet and get out a summer shirt. But with it being warm today, but yeah, these are one of the shirts that I am taking with me. So I'm going to donate a lot of my clothes when we get ready to move. But this shirt is definitely staying with me because I thought the same thing, um, Moira, when I saw it. Let's see. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all the positivity and the support for the cards. Thank you, Jenny. So I'm hoping by doing, if someone wants like a soul alchemy um, altar card set, that could be somewhere around maybe 10 to 15 cards. And then that way I would, even though it would still be more, it wouldn't be as much as I would have to charge for a big deck. So then that would be more reasonably priced. I wouldn't be so stressed out about when people want to order them. How am I going to paint these this many, in that amount of time? So this helps takes the stress off of it for mediumship development. Thank you, Karen. I love that. So let me see. KMB. The wheel to me looks like a cog. Like you hold a price to a machine. Yep, I saw that too in there. I love circles. So you're going to see I can't remember when I started painting circles. It's always a natural, shape for me to put into my paintings, my spirals, my circles. Um they're a natural part of my, you know, um how I paint, part of my spirit. Um, that shirt is a must keep. Yes, it definitely is. And Sue Toffee, oh my goodness, big letters here. This has happened twice this morning. My mobile randomly plays from Spotify app Robbie Williams Angels. Well, Sue, we'll have to pull some cards on that. See, we can get maybe a message about that. You could scan and reproduce the. Yep, Moira. I'm working on maybe a set that I will be able to do that. But then any other ones that I do, they would be individually hand painted because I know I have some other fellow readers who definitely want an original set, hand painted set. And then I started looking, also researching spray adhesives to be able to cover the cards because I kind of worry about lamination through a lamination machine just because of the heat and everything. I don't want to take the chance that a heat from a lamination machine might, melt or alter the colors of the cards. And yes, Karen. And I do have both Tom has a scanner who has offered to scan them for me, and I have my friend Amanda in Buffalo who has a scanner as well. Um, so yes, yes, yes. All righty. Enough about me. So if anybody has any questions, you know the drill. They make cold laminating machines. Ooh, but I gotta be careful because Ange, I have a couple decks that have the lamination, and just after shuffling them and using them a few times, the plastic lamination peel is starting to come off. And Moira, these are both acrylic and gouache, so they're water based permanent paints. Um, the gouache that I use is by Holbein, um, and that's a permanent gouache because all other gouaches reactivate when you add water to them until you properly seal them. That's why I was researching this morning on sealants, and I found a Krylon or another brand with a satin finish would be a nice in between. But I'll make sure that I'll have like little sample cards to kind of play around with that before I officially do all of them. Yeah, the peeling. I mean, I have this one deck, and the peeling is just it's ridiculous. So but yeah, I use when I started out, all I really could afford was my, you know, craft paint. But I also had some gouache on the side, like I said, with the Holbein. I don't know if I have one right here where I can easily, yeah, right there. But now that I'm doing more of these, and I'm going to know that I'm going to be getting orders and stuff, I am also starting to spend extra and get actual gouache. And this is by Holbein. It's acrylic gouache, and this dry once this dries, it's permanent. The only thing is, it dries really fast, even on the palette. So, kind of got to learn how to work quick with these. But I love this brand. Um, my favorite brand really most of all is the Karen Dosh, even though they're a little expensive. They do have really nice high end products, but I do like Holbein. They are based in Japan. They also make these really beautiful um, pastel color pencils. So I can just go on and on about art making. Yes, and Nancy has been there from the get go when I started showing them to her, and then I showed them to Allison, and everybody just kept saying, so, most definitely. I'm very excited. I was using acrylic, but I stopped using it because it was still a little too glossy and it was a little more sticking. What I love about the craft and the acrylic wash is that it's like a soft sandpaper. They don't stick. And when I shuffle, you can hear that, the very soft sandpapery kind of sound to it. So that's what I absolutely love about those. So yes, very excited. Howdy. Hey, Gerald. What's going on? Just sharing some of my cards before doing some card pulls. Here, let me get my banner. If I still have my banner up here. Do 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 do. Sue, let me know if you're still in chat. I can pull some cards to see what kind of message we get about hearing that song. There we go. So, if anybody would like a reading, thank you, Allison. Thanks, girl. That means a lot. So, no politics, third party, legal, or health questions. And while I'm at it, where is she? This young lady right here. Ange will be doing her second panel for her tarot ethics. I was part of the panel last Wednesday for the afternoon group, the afternoon panel, and tomorrow night she will be hosting the night one, where Gerald will be partaking in that on that panel, and so will Miss Tarot D. Jeff Tarot Ask Backwards will be on there. Um, Bobby Fierro, Tarot, Majestic Jay will be on there as well. And I know I'm probably forgetting somebody, but make sure to check that out because we had an amazing reading discussion. I mean, on last Wednesday with our panel. So be sure to check that out for Ange. And Ange, why don't you go ahead and put that in the chat if you want the link for your second panel. I really think there could very well be room for a third one because this is a really important discussion to be had. And hello, Ellen, my dear. Hello, hello. Um, oh, thank you, Karen. Um, I don't have a lot of people I can share this with. If I put this on Facebook, a lot of my fine art friends kind of frown upon tarot cards and this and that. They don't like it and this and whatnot. So I really wouldn't get any positive, real positive feedback from anybody. So you all give me a nice sounding board, and I like that. I like the support. And they're 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. And screw Facebook. Yeah, well, I've gone and had to, unfriend a lot of people. And that's okay because when I move next year, I'm going to have some new ones to replace those. So, Sue, are you here? Sue, Sue Toffee, are you here, my dear? And if nobody wants a reading or any cards pulled, I can just do random ones for the collective. So, Sue, let me know if you are still here. I am absolutely loving my Fyodor Pavlov tarot. Um, there are a few cards where I really don't resonate with the artwork, but the others I do, and what the author Fyodor uh, writes, for the cards. Um, well, Ellen, what's your question, my dear? As long as there's no politics, you know me, no third party legal or health questions. And if you're not sure, still go ahead and a white courtesy phone. I need something different. You know what I tried doing, Moira? I tried doing on Canva they don't have any Jaguar roars for videos for audio, but I found like a tiger one or something that sounded a little similar, and I was trying to do that, and it didn't work. I couldn't figure it out. So okay, so Ellen and Jenny, go ahead and all cat. Whoop, Ellen, I just accidentally timed you out, my dear. Ellen, you are on the list. Sorry about that. Chat jumped too fast. So really slow here. I got Jenny. So sorry about that, Ellen. And mindfulness. Ooh, yes. So just on a general, so I guess Sue left. I do not see Sue here. And if she comes back, I'll be happy. If so, okay. If people, so KMB, I have your question, but anybody else, please be sure to big caps for me. It's easier for my eyes to see. So just for a general collective, I pulled the chessboard as a collective. And it says here, in a place close to home, there was a chessboard. Make your move. I am next year. So whatever it is that everybody's been wanting to do, that move that you know that you have to make, whether it's a physical one like Dina and I, or if it's a move to a new job or a decision or something, or in a relationship. Yep, oops, she did it again. Oops, I did it again. So let's see. When Ellen, you come back, sweetheart, when I let you type in, let me know what your question is. Um, so I'll leave Sue Toffee's up there just in case she comes back. So Jenny, what is your question, my dear? Or do you want just a general? Yep, make your move. Brand new year. Ugh, let me just do this. This thing's driving me nuts. I've been having my hair pulled back all day, and sometimes now because it's getting so long and heavy, pulls on my scalp. So Jenny, what is your question, my dear? And I'll take a sip. Okay, a general. So thank you, Karen. Alrighty, so I am going to, because these two pair so beautifully together, the Fyodor Pavlov and my magical botanical oracle. Just absolutely gorgeous. And hey, early ritual is only about 45 minutes late. Hey, Tom. Hey, my dear. How are you? I was hoping you would be able to pop in. 44 minutes. Well, according to mine, it says 45, but who's counting, right? Okay, so let's see what we got for Jenny. Ooh, moonflower. And let me, whoa. Well, here, let me put these back in. The one thing about the Theodore, it shuffles nice, but they are very slippery. So I have to learn how to shuffle more slowly because it doesn't take a lot of like shuffling to be able to shuffle them properly because of them, I think they're linen, if I remember. Yep, they have that little waffling on them. So I just have to go a little bit slower. So for Jenny A, general. Oh, well, that's interesting. And let's go ahead and pull you a close to home card as well. These are so pretty. Okay. All righty. So Jenny, let's do your close to home card first. And you have this beautiful key and flower. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? And on the back it says, in a place close to home, there was joy. Unlock your bliss. So make your move, unlock your bliss. New things that you want to start doing. Maybe a little hard for some of us during the holidays with all the family get togethers and whatnot, but maybe not all of us have, you know, big families, or, some of us may like to just stay in and, do our own thing for the holidays. So maybe taking this time during the winter and into coming new year to start looking at what makes us happy. What is our bliss? Like for me, when I wake up in the morning, at least when I wake up, it's like I feel excited to wake up because I have paintings I can work on. So Jenny, I don't know what it is that you might, what your joy is, what maybe your new passion might be, where you wake up in the morning, you're like, ooh, let's get to this, whether it's a job, whether it's a hobby that you want to take up, or if it's a class or something. So from the Magical Botanical, Ellen, it was an accident, my dear. It was an accident. I went to go star you for a reading, and the chat jumped. So there you go. I got you started, my dear. If you want to go ahead and put your, I don't think you put a specific question in. Let's see. So if you want, go ahead, put in a specific question. Hello, Janet. So Jenny, you got Moonflower. And so let me, because there's a lot of information. It's going to take me a while to memorize, not memorize, but at least get enough of knowledge down of these cards. And so this is Maxine Miller's artwork, and the author is Christopher Penzick. And you have Moonflower. And I know it might be kind of hard to see her, but isn't she beautiful? She's got butterflies, moths coming out of those beautiful flowers. She's emerging out of the blooms. I love that. And it is, Latin name is Ipomea alba. I probably did not pronounce that right. Okay, Ellen, there we go. Boop, gotcha. So, Moonflower. I open in my own time and in my own way. Goes with the card too. Your joy, unlocking your passion, taking your time and finding out what it is that you truly desire, what you truly love to do, what really makes your soul sing. Um, and let's see, spiritually, Moonflower is the keeper of lunar mysteries, of no, lunar mysteries or life, death, and rebirth. I think they meant of life, death, and rebirth, which is interesting because you did get the death card, which is about rebirth. Um, so very nice, and it has to do with ancestors as well. So this is about prophetic dreams, connecting with the moon, paying attention to your dreams, using the energies of the moon to maybe help unlock these passions, following how see how you feel during different phases. Where you feel the most inspired, where you feel the most, impassioned or motivated to do something new. But let's see. Um, Moonflower indicates finding your creative power by breaking patterns and rhythms and finding your own way. What can I say, girl? Unlock your bliss. Perfect. And your two tarot cards are the Lovers, and that's about partnership, whether with yourself, um, working with others, but it feels like this is a partnership within yourself, bringing that beautiful, healthy balance to yourself, nurturing that relationship with you and yourself. The overall energy is the death card, and it's like the kiss of death. Um, but again, death is about rebirth. And so the overall energy is there's a rebirth coming up. We do have the solstice, which is the rebirth of the sun, which is why, the Christian religions took the week after the Yuletide solstice, for Christmas, for the birth of, of Jesus, for their deity. So again, just the Lovers really connecting with yourself. Um, I want to pull an extra card though on the Lovers, um, Jenny. I don't know if this means maybe finding your bliss might be with another person or if this is you. So let me just see what we get for a clarifier. Because sometimes unlocking your bliss, finding your joy, is maybe meeting up with somebody and developing a relationship or enhancing a relationship. Well, I did get the Ace of Cups, which is about emotions, beautiful surge of emotions, overflowing, artistic, intuitive, creative. So I don't know if you're in the process of looking for a relationship, um, but this could very well be. The end of an old. I mean, this is a great card to get at the end of the year because it's the end of the year and it's the starting of a new one where we can start exploring new things that will interest us this year. This is that time of year too where a lot of schools, a lot of online courses, a lot of people offer discounts for people who want to start, maybe a new career, a new hobby, a new interest. So um, I love those cards. Let me just pull one more, Jenny, and let's see. I got the Three of Cups again. Celebration, celebrating with others. So this feels like really just getting out, finding your joy. That relationship card, that Lovers card, could also mean connecting with others. It doesn't have to be an intimate or sexual relationship with another. This could be again balancing our male and our female within us, connecting with our shadow side, our light side. Um, but this could also mean connections with others in our life. And again, the celebration, the Three of Cups, that beautiful celebrating around the maypole, the joy of life, the celebrations. Really beautiful cards. I'm loving these too, Jenny. Really nice. And they got that beautiful moonflower. So, with the water cups, with emotions and intuition and creativity, see how you feel as the moon cycles. For some people, full moons are really when they get really inspired. Sometimes others, it may be while it's in its waxing phase. For me, I really love new moons. That seems to be when I get really in touch with doing something new and the waxing comes up and you start from the dark and you start building. And so see how you feel. energetically as the moon phases change, and see how your intuition, your dreams, your abilities, um, your creativity, your relationships, even. So, but a wonderful card for the beginning of the new year. This all resonates with where my heart has been taking me in life changes, especially spiritual. Awesome. Well, I'm glad it resonated. That's always good to know. It's good to hear when we get good positive feedback like that. Ooh, I love this energy for you. Me too. All righty. So let me just go in, remove Jenny, and K and B will be next. I'm just going to take a quick sip. Mm. And let's see. I guess I'm wondering if my guides can help me what my purpose is, if you could draw some cards. You know, sometimes our purpose changes, K and B. You know, we sometimes we come into life thinking, what is my life purpose? And sometimes our life purpose is just to be here to learn. Sometimes it's to be here to be here for others, to experience life. I used to always wonder, well, what's my life purpose? But for me, it's changed so much over the years. So it's interesting. I don't think we have one direct life purpose. I think we have many paths that turn around and come back. And, you know, it's kind of like how they say time really isn't linear, but it's very circular, cyclical. And sometimes, you know, like that Carly Simon song, coming around again, you know. So let's see what we get. I need to see what moon you were born under for your chart, Heather. Making a note. I'm a Pisces moon because I know my birth date, so I'm a Pisces. So let's go ahead and shuffle for Kay. Let's see. What does Kay need to currently know? Need to know currently about her life purpose at this moment. So it's always good to be in the moment. Love me some Carly Simon. Yep. You're so vain. You think this reading's about you. Let's see. You think this reading's about you. Back in the day, really quick about Carly Simon, because you know me, once the singing goes, Tom, the bingo, the Jaguar bingo, um, Carly Simon actually allowed Janet Jackson to use that sampling for a song of hers, for a song called "Son of a Gun." It was on her Velvet Rope album, and she even appeared in the video for the song "You're So Vain." So, why, hi Amber Gadden. Hey Amber. Aw, thank you. Well, you thank you for the beautiful wishes for all of us, and make sure you get plenty of self care for yourself as well. Plenty of water, hydrate, get plenty of sleep. Make sure you eat well, and we'll see you during a live when you can make it. All righty. Wow, the lovers came up again. This is interesting. Let me pull. The clarifier. Alrighty, so we got Ivy for K. So where's my book for the Ivy? I mean, look how immense this book is. It's just incredible the beautiful quality that both these decks have. You get at least with the book, you get a clear picture. It's bigger than you can see on the card, and all the detail that goes into her pen and ink drawings. So you got Ivy, Hedera Helix, planets Saturn, Venus, Moon, and Jupiter. Wow, that's a lot. So the affirmation for Ivy, K, is I am rooted in the blessings of my life. So let me just take your question down so we can see the so yeah, that's beautiful. I am rooted in the blessings of my life. So when it comes to a life purpose, just right now, being rooted in the moment, being present in the moment, because our life purposes can change. It says here, let's see where we jump here. Um, the spirit medicine of ivy is one of grounding in the material and in the body, even when to do so is painful. When we experience shock and trauma, our consciousness often flees the body, and if that state lingers, it leads to a range of spiritual and psychological problems. Ivy coaxes us back to our body to be grounded, rooted, and centered, particularly when we may feel like life is not worth living and do not want to survive the trauma. This is interesting, Kay. Ivy helps us build a strength and toughness without sacrificing our sensitivity. And that automatically makes me think of, being vulnerable and being open and honest with healthy boundaries in place, of course, but being able to be vulnerable and to feel those feelings and to be able to share those with others who are willing to hold space for you. It helps us find opportunities in misfortune to grow and thrive despite being difficult to do so. Under the divination, it says here, how can you grow in the situation without losing your roots? What must you bind to protect you or bring closer to you to unite with it? Ivy can indicate good luck and abundance even when others around you are struggling. So, obviously, there is the struggle for you with the life purpose. I don't know if there was something heavily traumatic that happened to you that is um, making you wonder, well, if these things happen, then what could possibly be my life purpose? Why am I here? And you're not alone. There are a lot of us that that have these same experiences, that have these same feelings. It's about being human. When it came to your tarot cards, I did get the Knight of Coins, and it's interesting because for this Knight of Coins, um, the knight is in a wheelchair, and I love how the disabled are represented, or the physically challenged, depending on what terms that you prefer to use, are represented in this deck. And the Knight of Coins, the Knight of Pentacles, is the knight of taking things very slowly, moving very slowly, taking the baby steps. He's got that pentacle in his hand. He doesn't jump into doesn't have to necessarily mean gender, but it's the energy of taking a step back, looking at things slowly and moving slowly. Um, this is the slowest moving knight of the court cards, of the suits. But just because he's the slowest doesn't mean that, you know, sometimes, remember who the rabbit and the hare, the turtle and the hare. The turtle took its time and was able to be victorious. So this is about taking your time, looking at um, your security, your sense of security, stability, your finances. You've had awakening, have had much trauma. Okay. Again, Kay, you're not alone, my dear. Um, so, and I love how that horse, walks along with him, pulls along with him. And so there's this may represent, you wishing things can move a little bit faster, or you wish that, why can't I have my answers faster? And this is going to be something that is going to take time. I did get the overall energy. I did get the Lover's card. And so the Lover's card, again, is relationships, especially with oneself. However, I did pull a clarifier, and I did get the Ten of Wands, which is about burdens, carrying quite a burden, a heavy weight. So this feels like this is that drama. Not the drama, but the trauma. It could be drama as well, that you are carrying the burdens. Um, Now I'm feeling maybe that this might be a relationship. I've been diagnosed with MS and love horses. I don't know if I will walk. Oh, wow. Okay. So this lover's card then is telling me really then strongly is to, I believe I may be a twin flame to say, I'm kind of, for me personally, the soulmate, the twin flames, I don't resonate with. I think our, for me, our a true soulmate or a twin flame begins with us. We have to be that that twin, that love for ourselves before we can bring anybody else. And I'm thinking that this is something that um, this relationship within yourself that needs to be healed, that needs to come together, that needs to be acknowledged. Um, that personal relationship with oneself, because there is quite a burden carrying on you. And this may be also a burden, wondering if you will find somebody um, who will, be there for you or be there with you in a relationship because of the MS. Let me pull another card. Okay. Let's see if I can have another card for the lovers. Hello, Shelby. To love myself. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You just answered the question as I pulled the card. I got the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles is about working, honing your craft. But for me, this is working and having to focus on working that balance, that bringing together of the self love, the loving yourself, um, loving yourself in all aspects of yourself, and the burdens that come with it. There's going to have to be a lot of work to help you get through those burdens, the heaviness, the pain that is going to have to be experienced. But again, with that beautiful lover's card, though, is also making sure that we remember to love ourselves. And if when other people are there for us, to allow them to be there for us. But it really starts with having to love ourselves. Um, Back in 2011, I was officially diagnosed, okay, with several mental health diagnoses. And for a while there, I struggled still to love myself because of this. But then once I started to get better and I started doing my groups, finding people to talk to, um, having wonderful counselors. I've had one now for 7 years, my last one, and it's something that I don't see as a detriment. It's We may see it, our health, as a challenge, whether it's physical, whether it's mental. Um, it's still who we are. It still makes us who we are, and we need to learn how to be able to love and accept ourselves for that. And right now, this may take time for you to do that. It may be that you're going to have to work through this, but there are support groups, there are peer groups, there are people that will be there to help you through this. And I survived a suicide attempt, my dear, and everything that we feel challenged by or we feel less by ourselves, that's a strength because we are not broken. Those pieces that we feel might be broken, they're strong. There's a beautiful art form called kutsunji. I think it's called kutsunji, where um, the Japanese Asian culture, when if a pottery breaks in pieces, it's not broken. It's no longer less than when it was when it before it was broken. They get the pieces, they fill in those pieces with gold or other metals, and it's just as strong and just as beautiful, if not more beautiful, because of having been broken, but it has been rebuilt and restructured and come together. So, my dear, this is always a safe space for you. You're always welcome here. You're always supported. You're loved here. And we send you much love. I send you much love and support. And again, look for groups in your community that you can attend because groups really do help. They have been a lifesaver for me, and I'm tapping into that creativity. Find something that, coping skills. Find something that you love to do, that you can channel a lot of this energy and emotions as you're working through the trauma and working through the shadow work. Let's see. Let me just go up a little bit. Yes, thank you for this. You're so welcome, my dear. Making sure I didn't miss. Yeah, I know it's hard to love ourselves. I think we all struggle with that. That's a part of being human and part of, the lessons that we come here to learn. So I hope that helped, my dear. And Shelby says, I don't know if this makes sense, but I just finished watching a movie called The Giver. It's a beautiful movie about a boy from a control society and learning what real life is about in the real world. Very interesting. Yeah. And we all grieve. It's part of the grieving process. And if someone says, well, you're not healing fast enough, you're not dealing with this fast enough, just monitor how you feel, because grief and healing doesn't follow a set rule or a set standard of steps. We fluctuate between all of them. And some days we're going to be grieving. There's going to be days of anger. There's going to be days of denial. And then there's going to be days of acceptance. It's just who we are. And that's why having, a good counselor, someone to talk to, having a group to meet with, that support, um, can help you through that as well. Peer advocates are really great for that too. And hello, Sandy. Welcome, welcome. And Sandy, um, I found out today that all this time, I wish you would have said, because I referred to you as a she, but I heard you are a he. So, Sandy, welcome. So, it's nice to have you. So, yeah, hello, blessings. I love how you put the little jaguar in there. So, welcome, Sandy. Let's see, we all need to grieve, exactly. We all grieve and process in our own way. We just have to make sure that we are allowed to feel those feelings and have those moments. But we need to remember that we can't live in them. Um, they're there for us to acknowledge and to honor, but there are going to be times when we're like, okay, no, I have to move out of this now. Or if you're in the middle of something, you're doing something, and those emotions want to express themselves, sometimes we have to say, just hang on, I have to do this first, and then I'll come in, I'll sit with you, I'll feel you for a few minutes, I'll honor you, but then we have to move forward. So that's why having a really good support system in place is important. But I feel like you're working on that. So um, good luck to you. I don't know what is weird saying good luck. Many blessings to you. Because Obi-Wan used to say, I don't believe in luck. So I don't think Sue's going to come back. And if she does, she can always tell me again what her question was. So Ellen, all righty. Message from Spirit. Ellen, are you still here? I'm going to take a sip. Mm. And while I'm waiting to hear from Ellen, see if she's still here. M, let me pull you a close to home card. I've been wanting to do that. Okay, Ellen. So M, really quick. Yours is, ooh, she likes doing keys and locks in this deck. In a place close to home, there was a locked portal. You are the key to all things. So that's for you, M. There you go. Okay. All righty, Ellen. Hi, Kristen. What's up, girl? Well, thanks for popping in and saying hello. So, Ellen, boy named Sue. Yeah, that Johnny Cash song. Oh my God, that is such a funny song. That man, wow, he was something else, wasn't he? And his remake of the song "Hurt" by 9 Inch Nails. Oh my goodness, I just get goosebumps thinking about it. So, Oh, and Lottie B just posted her piano performance of, I think it's a God Rest You Old Gentleman. So make sure to check out Lottie B's channel. She's a beautiful pianist. All righty. Ring of Fire, yes. Message from Spirit. What do I need to know for the rest of the year? Joaquin Phoenix and I can't think of the actress's name, but those two did a great job and walked the line. I can't believe that was Joaquin actually singing and sounding exactly almost to the T like Johnny Cash. Okay, Ellen, message from Spirit. What do I need to know for the rest of the year? Ooh, you got one of my favorite cards out of this deck, Ellen. You got the Belladonna. Oh, I love this card. So let me grab my Fiero Tarot. My Fiero Tarot. My Theodore Tarot. Only 3 weeks. I know. Oh, okay. Guess what just flipped out again? The Lover's card. So this is a very strong message for all of us. Relationships, especially during the holidays, not just with our family, our friends, but with ourselves as well. So, wow. That Lover's card has something to say. I just like saying Belladonna. Me too. And it's, in my opinion, well, her first 2 albums were good, but Stevie Nicks' first solo album, Belladonna. Yeah. Ooh, Belladonna, and she fights for the Northern Star. Yeah, amazing album. All righty. So I'm going to keep that Lover's card out and then pull out from here. Ooh, Knight of Wands. Okay, so let me grab my book for. Yep, I got a playlist. Some of her newer stuff I'm not so over the years. I think my last favorite album of hers was Trouble in Shangri-La in 2001. Um, she's had a few album songs here and there off her newer albums, um, but her new one, Lighthouse, that's an incredible one. She started rocking out to that, and oh, she was amazing in concert when I got to see her. So Belladonna, Heather, focus. She opened up with not Stand By Me, but Stand Back. Do, 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 do. Which was inspired by one of her friend Prince's songs, Little Red Corvette. Bet y'all didn't know that. So Belladonna, I'll show you this from the book, Ellen, so you can see the image clear. But that is so High Priestess. That is totally the High Priestess card. She is just gorgeous. Love this card. Belladonna is like puts you to sleep, right? Hey Don, yeah, if you are not. Some witches have in the past, um, herbalists, whatever practitioners can create one for astral travel, but you have to be extremely careful because it is deadly and it can kill you. And I think one of the things that they used to do, especially with the old time female actresses, to get those big doughy eyes for the movies, they used to do drops of, I think it was Belladonna, into their eyes to get them that big dilated look, which wasn't very healthy. Let's see. So Belladonna, I see the truth through any illusions. So that's the affirmation for this. And you can see the triple goddess, crescent moons and moon behind her as well. So with Belladonna, appears as a gateway into a new realm, a new breakthrough, though she also acts as a guardian of the gateway, asking if you are truly ready to step through to the other side and leave what attachments no longer serve, cutting their cords. So she is about cord cutting. She holds the sickle in one hand. Up she does. And there's a sickle right there. I'm still learning these cards too because there's so many images in these cards. Um, so she is attended by two angels of death, one on either side. Oh, up there at the top, little skeletons with wings. Um, she's describing the card, but I'm looking for what stands out for me for you. Belladonna helps us make breakthroughs into our emotional growth. Okay. Reaching new levels. So this is about breakthroughs into, so this is about releasing and cutting what no longer serves you, releasing the attachments. Sometimes when we do spirit work, we may sometimes attract energies that are not healthy for us, and we have to cut them and release them. And there are some people who don't believe in cutting. There's I don't know, there's a reader in our community that talks about that. Um, it's not actual cord cutting, but something else that you do. But in this sense, we'll just, with the cord cutting, releasing the healthy boundaries. On our spiritual journey, sometimes we have to cut in a way no one longer serves us. And whether that's, negative thoughts of ourselves, negative thoughts that other people have put into our heads, those people who want to put those negative thoughts in their heads, getting them out of our lives or keeping them at a safe distance. Um, Let's see. Yeah, especially those that we have a loving or a sexual relationship with. So this is really about cutting cords of people in our personal life, whether intimate, social, familial, and just connecting with our intuition, opening up our own spiritual portals and stepping onto our own spiritual path, like she is right there going on the steps. Awareness is key. I like that. Yes, Elizabeth. Long story, but I'm releasing some old stories of my families. There you go. So releasing, cutting, letting go. Let me set her over here. So again, the Lover's card came out. Relationships with others, ourselves. Strong message tonight for all of us. The under overall energy is the Queen of Coins, though the Queen of Pentacles. So Ellen, you're getting very grounded or moving towards working with the energy of being grounded, um, being more. I don't say being more, but being more aware, being grounded, being centered. Um, Let me open Fyodor's book because he's got some really cool insights. Because the Queen of Coins is, nurturing, but she's also very grounding. Um, she's very spiritual. She's very deep rooted. And if you're talking about families, this is like family trees, family roots, getting grounded into that. And I love that she's got this beautiful. She's about bounty, and there's that beautiful bounty is again, it's like she's another form of the empress of Mother Earth. She's nurturing, she gives, financial, physical, wealth, and security, spiritual. Let me see what, so I haven't picked this open up yet tonight, but I'm being guided for this one here for us, for you, Ellen. So let's see here. She's nurturing, strong, and steadfast. So, being steadfast, you said you're removing people. Um, let's see. Yes, hold on a second. So, releasing old stories of my families, and it says right here. So, nurturing, strong, and staying steadfast. Staying steadfast with exactly what you are doing. Standing your ground, creating those healthy boundaries. Loving people, sometimes we have to love them from afar. um, Generosity. Um, she is a queen who walks among her people, who champions those in need, who understands the value of work and does not take what she has for granted. I love that addition to the Queen of Coins. So this is the overall energy. This is I'm feeling is is you. This is your card in this reading, this main connection here. And Don really said, I believe in cutting the ties that are toxic. Yes. And Ellen says, deeper realization of their effects on my growth my whole life. There you go. Let's see. That's a tough card sometimes, right? In hindsight, it seems easy. Oh, you mean the cord cutting. Know your worth. Yes, Karen. Um, yes. A lot of these readings are always for the collective. Negative. Let's see. Allison says negative thoughts never serve. A lot of times, what needs rid of is which never served. Good riddance. There you go. My buttercup parrot is my empress. Oh, well, this is the queen of coins. The empress is really quite bountiful in this deck. Um, but for me, this queen of coins brings everything into the physical. For me, the empress is material, is grounded, um, almost kind of like an ideal. Whereas for me, the queen of coins, she's more in the grounded. She's more hands on. She's more on the earth. She's the interacting, like they said, she's steadfast. She walks among her people. She makes sure that people has everything that they need. And the other card to go along with the lovers and your queen of coins is the knight of wands. So Ellen, there is this wonderful energy, wand energy, creativity, passion. You are motivated. I love that. So whatever it is that you're pursuing with your spiritual practice, with your personal life, you are definitely inspired. You are definitely motivated, and you are charging forward. And I love that you won't let anybody get in your way because you're grounded in who you are and what you believe in and what you want to do. Queen of Pentacles is more practical. Yep. And she knows that, this is my life to live. This is what I want to explore. Um, let's see what he says about the Knight of Wands. I think I just want to do a series on these cards and maybe once a week share each card through because this is just a fascinating book. And this is one of those Allison made me do it decks. She didn't make me, but I saw her using it and I was like, oh, I'm really, really starting to dig that deck. So let's see, where do they put the wands in this one here? So the most active across, she's adventurer. Um, so this is a female. There you go. She's an adventurer who harnesses the full energetic and impulsive potential. She is a doer in pursuit of her goal, a go-getter, mounting obstacles and striving ahead. There you go. She's a herald of exciting change and an encouraging card to see in the spread when you're setting out on a new endeavor. There you go, Ellen. You got what you need, girl. It's all within you. I love this. I'm going to go ahead and pull you a close to home card. That's right, Karen. You do. Ooh, maybe you, Allison and I might be able to do something. Or maybe one week have you join me and one week have Allison, maybe. But I know, Allison, you're going to be very busy working on that new channel, which I'm excited for you for. Let's see, what did you get? This is beautiful. I love all the artwork by Jenna Del Gratalia. Look at those beautiful roses. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It says here, in a place close to home, there was a garden in full bloom. Feed your soul and thrive. There you go, Ellen. Feed your soul and thrive. That states both these cards right here. Create that beautiful relationship with yourself and your future. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love how these two decks just complement each other. Love it, love it, love it. So I am going to, oh my goodness, it is so warm here. Oh, yeah, yeah. So I think that was the last Allison said yes. Let's see. May I have just one of those close to home cards? Of course you can. Anybody else would like one? I have enough time left. Here, I would like close to home. Karen, remember in the beginning of the show, you were commenting on something, and I said one of these cards flew out for you, and I shared it with you in the beginning of the show. Okay, Shelby, I got you. Remember? Do you remember what the card was? Karen. Yes, Karen. It came out again. Okay, I got to pull cards. Hold on. Here, let me pull from. We got to find out what this is. So, a messenger. Listen to your dreams. Let's see. Can we have? What can you tell us about Karen Messenger? Can I have a clarifier for this card? I will take a picture of that. Yep. Ooh, so the overall energy, Karen, is the Page of Cups. And in his deck, it's the artist. There she is with her palette, her paintbrushes. She is the artist, the intuitive, what they refer to as the moody artist, the creative, the intuitive. Um, this is you as well with your writing, your poetry, and how you creatively look at cards and that they're possible meanings and different interpretations. So this is the overall energy, tapping into your creativity. um, there is a message coming through. You should write poetry. Yeah, there. Yes. The top card though looks like a dream card too. It is the Four of Cups. So Karen, a message is trying to come into you. Someone is bringing you this cup. Listen to your dreams. Someone is trying to tell you something intuitively. Now, normally these are, emotions, but intuitively, there is something, girl, that you're dreaming of, that you want to do. This may not necessarily be listening to your night dreams, which could be, but also this could be listening to the dreams that you have for yourself. Girl, whatever it is, you can do it. Let's see what the other card would have been. The Two of Wands. Again, creation, inspiration. You're setting plans for something. You are setting plans for something, girl. You're planning, you're structuring, you're working towards that Three of Wands. What's the next card? Page of Swords. Polishing your sword, thinking clearly, looking at it clearly. What can I do? How can I see this? Which card is stalking you? Well, I will ask my angels to help me get the message and remember my daydreams too. Oh, that's good, Heather. So, girl, like Elizabeth said too, maybe just do poetry. Just start writing poetry, not even really thinking about it, and then looking to see what comes out. But it feels like you're wanting that Two of Wands, girl. You're planning something creative. And with this Knight or this Page of Swords, it's like I know they're considered like the rookie card or the teen card or the immature card, but this person is polishing their sword. They're looking at it. They got an idea. They're working on that clarity. They're creating a plan. They're logically thinking, how can I do this? How can I prove myself? Yep, pay attention to your dreams, and also be sure to be open to what, of course, what no longer serves in the back, and keep working towards that cup. It's being handed to you, and it's like he's daydreaming, he's sleeping. But yeah, I'll send that picture to you, girl. Wow. And you write poetry on a page. There you go. So yes, thank you, Tom. I wouldn't have I didn't even know you were still here, Tom. You've been quiet. Yep, Shelby says maybe they want you to do some automatic writing. Maybe. Wow. This is very cool. And Anne says, I love automatic writing. Yep, that's how I found my one of my spirit guides. And all those later, I found out who Ava was, one of my ancestors, great grandmothers. So, Faces in the Stone, Don, you are the creator, and love with the work is your creation. Yep. I've been quiet tonight. Yes, you have, Tom. I hope you are okay. I hope all is well. You're having a good week so far. Yeah. Maybe I will send you that picture. So, everybody, thank you for hanging out with me. And yep, Miss Multitasker right here. Um, Remember tomorrow night on Angie's channel at 8 o'clock, Tarot Ethics panel part 2 will be a very interesting conversation. I'm sure just like ours from last week. And I'm thinking about my ethics because Tom will be a part of that panel. Um, so along with Gerald and Jeff and Jay. Oh, Gerald, Jeff, Jay, Miss Tarot D, Bobby. So yeah, it's going to be a really interesting discussion tomorrow night. And oh, Nancy, you're here too. Oh, wait a minute, Shelby, you wanted one of these cards. Hold on a second. Let me keep that one aside. So, Shelby, sorry about that, my dear. So, Shelby, before you go, whoop, no big personalities at all on that panel. Nah. Gotta whip them all into shape there, Tom. You and Ange. Rein them on in. And also, Shelby, you got the locked portal. It looks like a book too for a journal. In a place close to home, there was a locked portal. You are the key to all things. So there you go. Well, I hope it resonated with you, Ellen. Oh, Shelby, there's your card. You got the locked portal too. So remember, everybody, you are the key. We are the key. And we got this new year coming up with new. Tom, let's be honest, I won't be able to get a word in wise. Well, you're just going to have to, elbow your way through. Think of it as a mosh pit. Just get in there and start moshing with them, Tom. So, all righty. All voices are important. Yes, they are. So, all righty. Let's see, just really quick here. Karen said, look into lucid dreaming from psychology point of view. Techniques help you to learn how to control what you do in your dreams. I find it interesting. I have so many at night I can't even keep track. So everybody, thank you again for joining me. Allison and I will be back on Friday, and I just realized it a little earlier. This Friday, Allison and everybody, is the 13th. So we got a Friday the 13th coming up. So that should be a very interesting show, maybe for Friday night. So 8 o'clock here, Allison and I, and we'll see you all hopefully in chat tomorrow with Ange. And everyone have a good night. Thank you too, yes, for the positive energy. I needed that as well too tonight. And everyone have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.